Hey guys, and here we are back with another video and another budget phone. In this particular case, the Oukitel U11 Plus, which is an interesting phone when we look at the price of it and the specifications, especially the RAM and storage. But let's dive into a little bit more detail. And starting with the unboxing experience, once we open the package, we will find the Oukitel U11 Plus, a silicone case, one power adapter, a micro USB cable, and some documentation. Now moving along to the design and build quality of the phone. In terms of build quality, I've got no complaints at all. It is quite a nice phone, well built, but in terms of design, it's not the worst that I've seen, but not the best that I've seen either. It is quite heavy in terms of design itself. It's a bit thick. It has a nice texture at the back, and it is a 5.7-inch phone, which will not be easy to be used in smaller hands like the ones that I have. It's my hands, it's not big hands. So for those of you with hands like mine, it's not an easy phone to manage. For others that are used to 5.5-inch phones, then they will be more than fine using a 5.7-inch phone. In terms of specifications, it has the MediaTek 6750 SoC, 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of flash storage, with the fingerprint sensor that it's a bit slow, and hopefully I can show you that on screen, but this was something to be expected. On the good side is that it's pretty accurate. Now, as I said, it has a 5.7-inch 1080 display, a 13 megapixel front-facing camera, and a 16 megapixel back camera. It can take up 2 SIM cards or 1 SIM card and a micro SD running Android 7. Now, in terms of benchmarks, so that you guys can compare as always with other devices, I'll show you guys on screen a few values here, but just to mention that I've used the usual benchmarks, and it shows that the MediaTek, it is a low to medium range SoC. It has a decent storage speed. The Wi-Fi was not good, it was not the worst either, so I would say in average, and the rest of the results are in line with this kind of device. Now, in terms of performance, as expected, I didn't find any issues. In terms of software, there is no bloatware, at least evident bloatware right over here. The phone, in terms of workflow, it's very fluid. Multitasking, it's a breeze. With 4 GB, I wasn't expect any less. And this is a phone that, although it's budget, we can use it without any issues at all. Now, playing 1080 content on it, it was just great, as you guys may see by some images. And although it's not the best display I've seen, it's really good, and for the price, I can't complain at all. It can handle some games, and I would say that it will handle most of the games available on the Play Store, but if we try to play more demanding games like PUBG, then we will need to set the graphics to the lowest possible, but we can definitely play. I did had a great experience, 1 or 2 freezes here and there, but as you guys may see by some images that I did record, it's just a good experience overall. Now, moving on to the sound of this particular phone, guys, this was one of the downsides. For all the phones that I've tested so far, I do believe that this one is the one that has the lowest volume output that I've seen so far. And then in terms of picture and video quality, and starting with the pictures, I'll show you guys a few images there on screen, but what I can say in terms of my opinion is that the picture quality, it's a bit washed up, and in terms of the focus, it is a bit slow to focus. Regarding the video quality, I'll show you guys on screen so that you can judge it. And right now, just testing out the image and audio quality of the front face camera on the Oukitel U11 Plus so that you guys can compare using the same lighting conditions that I've used for the rest of the video, and you guys can judge for yourself. And right now, testing out the back camera of this Oukitel U11 Plus, just so that we can compare the image quality of both the front camera, back camera, and along with my camera that I've used to record this particular video, as always with the same lighting conditions, so that you guys can judge for yourself. And then finally, in terms of battery, in my particular case, for the type of usage that I give to this phone, it will take 1 to 1.5 days. So pretty good in terms of battery, pretty good in terms of RAM and storage for the price that it costs. And that is it, guys. This is my conclusion. What I believe is that in terms of the phone itself, for someone that is looking for something cheap with the most RAM and the most storage possible, this is one good candidate. It's not perfect, it is heavy, it's large, 5.7 inch, and it is a bit thick. Low volume if you are looking for something with a great volume, this is not it. And that's basically my opinion regarding this budget phone. Hopefully this video was helpful, and if it was, don't forget that usual thumbs up. My name is Roberto George, and as always, I'll see you guys on the next one.